let me get this straight. Liverpool's out to Atletico Madrid. Juventus lost in a 2-2 aggregate. And Real Madrid dropped to Manchester City. But Barcelona's still in the game. Happy Sunday afternoon, everybody. Here to discuss Barcelona versus Napoli. And let me tell you, that was an intense game going into a 1-1 tie at Napoli before the long extended break. With some of the trouble, some of the draws, some of the lack of goal scoring that Barcelona's had recently, you didn't know what to expect. So to see them come out of the gate as hard as they did, winning 3-1, 4-2 in aggregate, was a huge win. Now, it's clear that Barcelona adjusted to the plan of the last game. They went out pressing hard, especially in the first half. Second half was a different game, but the first half they went out pressing hard. Now, unfortunately, Napoli's got firepower. They've got Mertens. They've got some great players like Insigne, so you had to be careful. And at the very beginning, it was a little nerve-wracking to see that Barcelona got caught off guard a few times defensively, a few suspect opportunities, but they weren't capitalized. Mertens had a great opportunity off of his bad foot, but it just went off the side of his boot, luckily, which could have changed the game. So it's still 0-0 with the great opportunities. Understand, though, this is a Barcelona that started without Busquets, without Vidal, obviously no Arthur. So you have, up top, Griezmann, Suarez, Messi. In the middle, you had De Jong, great to have him back, Rakitic, Roberto. And in the middle, or in the back, Jordi Alba, PK, Leglet, and Semedo. Now, I just want to say that I thought the back did a really good job today. I really did. Defensively, marking, obviously there were some opportunities for improvement, but some big games by Leglet, big game by Semedo, and also the same thing for, you can never knock Ter Stegen. Obviously a great game. And the only goal he gave up was a penalty kick, so you really can't fault him for that. Barcelona started off fast, honestly, scored within the 9th minute. It was great. In the 9th minute, Rakitic shoots the ball to Leglet. I have a corner kick, right? Set piece, which we haven't been able to, they said it's been over 2 years since he scored a header in a Champions League game. Great ball. Now, Leglet went up, put it, decisive hit. Now, yes, he did get his arms on the defender. Honestly, that's soccer, man. Seriously, push him a little bit. Koulibaly went down. It looked worse than it was, but he just fought for his position. Him and PK were both ready to score wherever the ball went. Great goal. Seriously, 1-0 within the first 9 minutes. Now, Napoli was still pressing Barcelona, fighting up and down the sides. And Napoli, when they don't have the ball, they can press really tight in the middle. So it was nice to see both Jordi Alba on the left and Semedo pressing up the sides on the right. It was good. They had a lot of movement. Semedo had an amazing game up that right side. Him and Messi were playing back and forth. He was doing overlapping runs, really causing problems for Napoli in that first half, and it was great to see. Another really big improvement from Barcelona, they were keeping Napoli offsides. They got quite a few offsides calls, and those of you who follow Barcelona know that unfortunately we get caught behind sometimes, so it was really good to see that they improved in this aspect. Then again, Messi just does one of the most amazing, just a Messi thing, right? Messi does things out there that are unbelievable. He gets the ball on the right side of the field about 30 yards out, gets the ball, 2 people close down really tight. He presses by 1, cuts inside. The ball deflects off. The 3rd defender rolls in to try to stop Messi. Goes on the ground. He reaches back, pulls the ball up. 2 more defenders in around the 18-yard box, watch the inside, around the penalty spot, start pressing him a little to the right. He does a sitting side volley to the left, far side, goal. So essentially, he either beat 6 or 7 men, including the keeper. So amazing goal, off my seat. That was ridiculous. Messi does it again. It was crazy. And then, as the momentum's going, he gets another opportunity to score that they unfortunately call back. So Suarez gets a good ball inside the box, cracks it, it bounces off. De Jong gets the ball, does a beautiful cross over to Messi. Messi brings it down with his chest, drops it, chips the keeper near post. Beautiful goal. Bar took a really long time to decide that it might have hit one of his arm hairs. It's ridiculous. This is not the way that game is intended to be. There's no way that goal should have been called back. Yes, possibly it went. I mean, I didn't see it, but even if it did touch his arm and had no impact on the ball direction. He chested it down, dropped it, put it in. I thought it was complete garbage they called that back. It was really unfortunate because it was an exciting moment. Neither here nor there. So then, we've got another opportunity. We're going all the way into the half. Suarez or Messi gets the ball. Koulibaly's taking it out right around the 18-yard box. Messi does his sneaky little cut inside, puts his ball where he's trying to steal the ball to try to take on the keeper. Koulibaly kicks the back of his calf pretty hard, gets a penalty out of it. Yes, technically he kicked the back of his leg. It was just a sneaky, crafty veteran play by Messi. He's down for a while, game slows down, Suarez comes up, gets a penalty, and just crushes it to the right side. 3-0, so 4-1 aggregate. Not much longer, a few minutes later, there was a ball played inside the box. I believe it was Mertens. Rakitic comes in to step inside, hips him, he goes down. Obviously, he rolled a little hard, but technically, I guess it was a penalty. So we're going into halftime, 3-1 on the game, 4-2 on the aggregate. Now that is where the game was gonna stay. But go into halftime, come back out, it's clear. Napoli is gonna bust their butt. They're gonna get out here and they're gonna try to get those goals. Barcelona played a little bit more conservative coming out of the second half. Now at halftime, which is what's kind of crazy. So at halftime, Barcelona had 7 shots on goal, 7 shots, 4 on goal, whereas Napoli had 5 shots, 1 on goal. The game would end with Barcelona not have created any more shots on goal for the entire half. But Napoli ended with 18 shots, 3 on goal. So really only 2 of those were on goal. They had a lot more opportunities that Ter Stegen stepped up and took the ball in the box. Barcelona's got to learn how when they lay off, there wasn't a lot of subs. The energy, you could tell the players were getting a little tired, but they did have possession. Throughout the entire game, it was essentially a 50-50 possession game. But Napoli came in pushing hard, closing down space, not allowing Barcelona to play with the ball. Barcelona's goal was to slow the game down, pass it, and try to waste time. Obviously taking some opportunities up front, but they were not pushing up with all the sides. What you had was the attack down the wings kind of slowed down in the second half. And that is where they were finding Napoli's suspect. Once that slowed down, even if you were pressing up the middle, Napoli is really good closing down that middle space. So without the runs on the outside, you were not able to get as many opportunities, as many dangerous opportunities you were. But the goal was to slow it down and not allow them to score. And honestly, Milik came in at about the 80th minute, obviously an aerial threat. He comes in, if he caught a little offsides, once again, that Barcelona offsides is actually, that line is working well. He got a header in the 80th minute, which felt very dangerous, but it was offsides. Then again, we really didn't start subbing until about the 83rd minute. Manchu came in for Griezmann. Then I think we had Suarez come out, who got a yellow for it, in order to bring in a left fullback, basically an additional defender. So at the end of the story, at the end of the game, Barcelona didn't score in the second half. It was a solid performance. I think they stuck to Quique Setien's plan, go out, attack, catch Napoli off guard in the first half. Second half, control your lead, try to win this game, walk away, and play Bayern Munich in the next round. Bayern Munich is no joke either, but in this game, Ter Stegen had a solid game. Messi was moving great, playing well, just making magical moments, taking people on, cutting through people, good opportunities, should have had 2 goals. De Jong, very good defensively. He actually, in the second half, he was one of our bright stars, getting open, creating opportunities. Leglet, one of the best players in the game. Honestly, his defensive, he stopped so many plays. He got a header in the first half. Leglet played great. So, Semedo, awesome down the side. Rakitic, pretty good defensively. You know, as he always does, he gets an opportunity, cracks it out too far, takes a shot a little too far outside the box. But overall, Rakitic had a pretty damn good game. Especially stepping in for some pretty big players with a lot of energy. He did well. Koulibaly for Napoli didn't have the best game, but you know, I remember reading an article talking about he was really excited about this challenge against Messi. I think he learned it's not something to look forward to. Mertens missed a very easy opportunity. Insigne was the threat. I thought Napoli played pretty well. I just think they got caught off guard with the intense attack Barcelona brought down the sides and just cutting up the middle. The aerial attack from Leglet really started the game off great. Good game. Second half didn't have as much activity as the first, but the first was going at a blistering speed. It was pretty intense. It was an amazing first half. Overall, Barcelona moves on to the winner of the Bayern game today versus Chelsea. Bayern already had a significant aggregate lead going in, so we kind of thought it was going to be. Slowing Lewandowski down is not going to be an easy task, but Barcelona versus Bayern Munich, and like I said before, Real Madrid's out, Liverpool's out, Juventus is out. It's a good opportunity here, guys. Everyone have a good afternoon. It's good to have the game back, baby.